Good afternoon, I'm Melissa Williams-Zambrano with headline news on CNC3 and the TBC radio network. Terror in St. Madeleine this morning as gunmen stormed the family home, killing a mother, father and son and leaving one other critically injured. They have been identified as 25-year-old Randy Rampasad, his mother 48-year-old Gracelyn Rambaran and father Vijay Rambaran, all of Peterloo Street, Friendship Village, St. Madeleine. Police say just after 2 this morning, bandits pried open the front door of the family's home and opened fire. It is believed that Gracelyn was the first to be shot. She was struck in the head. Her husband, Vijay, was also shot in the head and later died at hospital. Their son ran from the house during the attack, but gunmen waiting outside opened fire, hitting him multiple times. His girlfriend was also wounded. A 42-year-old relative who lives downstairs with his wife heard the gunshots and later found his cousin Randy bleeding on the roadway and his aunt motionless upstairs. Neighbors rushed the injured to hospital.
The bandit was inside, and while I was shooting, my brother pulled a cutlass and run on one of the bandit downstairs. When he ran downstairs, he just turned around and hit him a bullet in the head and he fall down on the ground. And my nephew, while he running, my nephew was run outside by the main road, and a bandit running and shoot him in the back and he fall down in the ground right there where he died. His mother was in the bedroom when the bandit entered the first room.
Former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has defended his administration's handling of the Dragon Gas project, responding to critics including Attorney General John Jeremy, who claimed hundreds of millions were spent with nothing to show for TNT. At a media conference a short while ago, Dr. Rowley described what he said was a long, strategic and determined pursuit to access gas from Venezuela's Dragon field, which began in 2016 and led to the recent OFAC license granted by the United States. He said negotiations among Shell, PDVSA and NGC took place between 2017 and 2018, with the then Minister Stuart Young involved, but the project was stalled by U.S. sanctions in 2019. Dr. Rowley said his government kept diplomatic channels open, even amid controversy over the 2020 visit by Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez. He indicated that his administration laid the foundation for the project's current progress and challenged the government to say who will lead talks with Venezuela, warning that even with an OFAC license, no gas can be extracted without Caracas's approval.
If you talk to Minister Young or any of the technocrats who were in the various meetings, they will tell you how in the negotiations and the discussions, we went out of our way every time it seems to be going off track to insist that the arrangements on this matter must remain between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela as sovereign states. So here we have a situation where the government wouldn't tell you, or probably can't tell you, which of them going to Venezuela to negotiate this matter. But they're quite happy to tell you that Shell is there doing it.
Dr. Rowley warned that multinationals tend to negotiate for its shareholders, while governments are required to negotiate for its citizens. Internationally, a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas has come into effect in Gaza following Israel's approval to pause the fighting and exchange hostages for Palestinian prisoners. The agreement marks a major step toward ending a 2-year war that has killed more than 67,000 Palestinians and wounded nearly 170,000. Under the deal, 48 hostages are to be released in exchange for about 2,000 Palestinian prisoners. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Gaza must be demilitarized, while hostage and prisoner releases are expected to begin within days. In sport, TNT senior men's football head coach Dwight York says he has finally assembled the squad he would like to move ahead with. York says having this part of his task completed has allowed him to focus preparation on ensuring the players understand the mindset required to get through TNT's must-win final round World Cup qualifier with Bermuda this evening. This has been Headline News. Look out for another news update at the top of the hour.